We're here with Northwestern head men's basketball coach Tim Grosz. And Coach Grosz, give us a little insight into your team this year. Things that have surprised you, what you feel you're doing well, or things you need to work on.
Well, it's a unique year. Losing all 5 starters from last year, the majority of our scoring. Very young, inexperienced team. The guys were playing. No one has played more than 1 year of varsity basketball, and everybody basically is in a new role. So it's been a big learning curve. We've had to take things slowly and just try to execute a few things very well. I would say the guys are progressing nicely. They've been working hard. They've been getting better, and we feel like we're doing a lot of things well. I would say the biggest thing, just we haven't been real consistent yet. We haven't done that for 40 minutes, so we're really striving for that consistency more than anything right now.
And you've played arguably your most difficult non-conference schedule that Northwestern has seen in the past years. Has that helped or hindered your start to the season?
You know what? I think it's helped us. I mean, we definitely have played a great schedule. I think the top 3 teams in the Iowa League, 3 WIACs, 3 MIACs, Wheaton, who was 23rd in the country at the time, and then Maranatha. So it's been very challenging for our guys. We've been competitive. Our record is not what we'd like it to be, but we've played in a lot of close games and done a lot of good things in those games, just have not been able to close them out. So I think overall it's helped us. I mean, it's exposed our weaknesses, allowed us to know what we really need to get better at and work at those things. And I think the guys, even from some of those losses, have taken some confidence knowing that we can compete and play with some of the better teams, in Division III.
And the theme of this year has really been youth for your team, as you mentioned. Talk a little bit about the experience that your young players have gained so far in playing such a difficult non-conference schedule.
It definitely has been youth. There's no substitute for experience, and the only way you get that is by going through those games. So I think each and every game the guys are learning. We're learning as a group. They're learning individually, what it takes to be successful at this level, and we're putting those things into practice. So we always pride ourselves on playing our best basketball at the end of the year, and I feel like we're moving that direction. We're playing pretty well. Actually started over Christmas at Eau Claire. Lost 2 tight games to River Falls and Eau Claire, and thought we played well, and we kind of carried that over to the conference opener.
And speaking of the conference opener, you kicked off your first game of Upper Midwest Athletic Conference play on Saturday with a victory over North Central. You were tied at halftime. How important was that win for you as you began this portion of the season?
Well, it was a good win for us. We were actually down 10 in that first half and battled back to tie it, and then played well in the second half. We played a lot of zone, which we normally don't do, but we felt like we needed to do that, to slow North Central down. We did a good job too, taking advantage of our matchups inside and scoring quite a few points in the paint, which was huge for us. So, North Central is a very good team. Unfortunately, one of their better players got hurt too before the game. But it was a big win on the road against a rival team we've played more than anybody in our school's history. So it was a nice way to get off in conference play.
And looking ahead to future conference play this weekend and further on, what are your goals, or what are things that you need to continue to work on to get better each day?
That's a great question. I mean, first of all, the conference is I think very balanced top to bottom. I really feel like every team feels they have a shot to be in that top 4. So every game's going to be a battle, and it's going to make it a lot of fun. We're right now really focused on ourselves and what we need to do to get better. In the conference, we're shooting the ball well from 3. We're shooting the ball well from the free throw line. I think we're leading the conference in turnovers. I think the biggest thing for us and what we challenged our guys with was just to keep getting better defensively, because I really think at the end of the day that's what's going to kind of separate who makes that conference tournament or who wins the conference, who's going to be the best defensive team. So our focus really has been on trying to defend well and get better at that. And the other thing I think that's going to benefit us is, we've been playing, 10, 11 guys pretty regularly, through the non-conference season, and even against North Central we had 10 guys with 10-plus minutes. So we have good depth this year, and I think that's going to pay off, especially in these back-to-back Friday, Saturday games.